Ladies in Red is the best juvenile, full stop, this season. I wonder whether Major Moth's brilliance in the Breeders' Crown and the emergence with the tough wins the last couple, I think Major Moth would beat the fillies, but I'm certainly saying that they're a wonderful crop of fillies.
Who's the 2-year-old of the year? They have their own different divisions, of course, the Colts and Geldings and the filly, but you'd have to nearly give it to Ladies in Red.
Well, particularly if she goes unbeaten
yeah.
and she makes it, what will it be, 9, it'll be 10, perfect 10 if she wins.
Can she make it a case if she does do the clean sweep as a rival? So you would have Pinkalars, Lochinvar Art and Ladies in Red.
I think Lochinvar Art,
regardless,
for what he did in Open A.
We're going to analyse on this special Vicbred Super Series preview show. It's for the freshman fillies, as I like to say, the 2-year-old girls. Ladies in Red, she might be one of the best 2-year-old fillies I've seen, at least in the past 10 or 15 years, certainly from Australia, Kima.
Yeah, you love throwing that around, but I mean, I don't think I've seen a filly do what she's been able to do now. Like, she's versatile, she's quick, she is strong. Honestly, I can't see her getting beaten here tonight. But in saying that, it's just a ridiculous crop of 2-year-olds, isn't it? Like, a couple of these horses that will go around 100 or 200 to 1, they're still really classy fillies.
There's no doubt about that. They're just in a generation with Ladies in Red and Tough Tilly, who are a little bit of a level above them. And Ladies in Red's a level above Tough Tilly, and that's why you've come up with a left-of-centre avant-garde speed map. You're first. Congratulations. Well, you're really testing yourself out. You see a mid-race hand-up taking place.
I think so. I mean, I just think that Tough Tilly, you know, she's tried to lead, she's tried to sit outside of her, she's tried to come from behind, but the one thing that we haven't seen is her sitting on Ladies in Red. I still don't think from there she can beat her, but it's just a scenario that we probably haven't seen. I think differently to Major Moth, I think Ladies in Red is going to come off the fence pretty easily. She'll get on Rogue Waves back that's following Tough Tilly out. I think Beach Music is not going to be super desperate to get into the running light, being stablemates and also same owners. And I can just see her settling 2 to 3 back the outside, and from there, I think she'll be getting around there fairly quickly. Yeah,
I think she'll be getting around relatively quickly, and I think she'll win the. I don't think we're telling anyone anything. Oh, I'm amazed she's $1.70. I mean, give us your tips. No. You've got Ladies in Red on top, but I think she's a genuine $1.30 chance. You've got her on top, and I'm assuming that popular Quinella with Tough Tilly, who, of course, is there to support the EB Foundation, and there's been such a wonderful connection to this horse from the owners and from the public. But once again, she'll probably have to settle for silver medal honours. Well,
I think so. I mean, she haven't been able to beat Ladies in Red yet this season, and I just can't see her doing it again tonight. I've gone with Ladies in Red on top, Tough Tilly to run second. I'm not sure if Rogue Way is going to go in front of Ladies in Red, but I've mapped it that way, and I think when Ladies in Red runs to the front, that'll leave Joanna in the 1-1, and I think she'll be dangerous late. I don't think she can run top 2, but I've got her in for 3rd, and I've got Rogue Way in for 4th.
Yeah, mine are pretty similar numbers. I've gone my own avant-garde theory for 4th here, and a good place bet maybe even Mateo. I thought the run at semi-final level was back to something like her best, and I think she's pretty talented when right. Ladies in Red just wins, $1.70, money for Old Rope. Tough Tilly will be running second, whether they're leader behind leader or leader breeze. It's such a clear pecking order for these 2-year-old fillies. Joanna 3rd for me as well. I think she rolls forward and gets a good run. And Evan Mateo, as mentioned, this looks like a really peg-dominated affair for mine. So my numbers are 8, 2, 7 and 1.
Match race. Everyone's been talking about it. Ladies in Red. Can she maintain the winning sequence through the year? And then the Tilly, the Tough Tilly, that's not far away here on 7-mate.
Farm. It's where the dream begins. Those shaky first steps are the start of an epic journey. It's also when the long hours begin. Years of commitment, dedication, resilience and devotion. The early mornings, in the rain, It's 7 days a week, 365 days a year. All in the pursuit of perfection. And all underpinned by an unwavering love for the horse. Tonight, we celebrate 2020. We celebrate the hard work, the participants, the horses, and the remarkable stories. We celebrate the Victorian industry's Night of Nights, a night when new champions will be crowned and new legacies forged. Tonight, we reflect on a year unlike any other. Because tomorrow morning, the sun will rise, we'll all score up again, and the next journey will begin.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Seven Mate and SEN Track for the Night of Nights, Harness Racing Victoria's celebration of New Year's Eve, pacing and trotting. And we welcome you to Tabcorp Park, Melton. 20 years ago, just 80,000 people lived here. Right now, it's close to 180,000, and it's the home of harness racing in Victoria, Tabcorp Park, Melton. And over the history of harness racing, we've seen clashes galore, whether it's pacing or trotting, whether it's been Popular Arm and Gamelite, or whether it's been Scotch Notch and Sir Castleton. There's been so many, and over the next 90 minutes here on our coverage, we're going to be seeing many more of those. Will the Moth do it shortly? Major Moth against Idyllic, and later on, Ladies in Red is trying to do it again, and we hope maybe she does tonight. Yes, the Victoria Harness Racing Club is a very important club for harness racing Victoria and the industry. And if you're a player or would like to be a player in harness racing, then go to that webpage and learn out more that you can see on your screen. And we know that the New Year's Eve crowd this year is way down on what we would normally have, but it's great to still have some locals out here and some people that have travelled to Melton to be a part of Vicbred night. Well, the race is coming up. It's Tough Tilly versus Ladies in Red. Right now at Tab, Ladies in Red's $1.55 and Tough Tilly's $3.10 with Tab fixed. Trent just gave me that. I hope he doesn't mind that I've mentioned it on here, but there you go. But what a story Tough Tilly has been, and maybe will in the next 25 minutes or so. Here's a great story to outline how Tough Tilly got a name.
Tough Tilly, it came about through Craig Judd and his family, Pete. They offered to give up a 25% share in a horse at the time, and we auctioned it off the night of the Cotton Ball and raised $26,000 on the night to obviously go to a great cause, our foundation, the EB Research Partnership. I always remember when he rang me when he was actually breaking her in, he said to me that she gave him a good feel. And I've always spoken to the thoroughbred industry. Every horse gives you a good feel, but he seems to be on the money.
This is my second time visiting Tough Tilly. She's very friendly, tough, and she's a very beautiful horse.
Well, obviously I've never heard about EB until Tilly was born. It was within 24 hours of her being born that we were informed that she had a rare skin disease, and there's only 1,000 people in Australia that suffer from epidermolysis bullosa, 500,000 worldwide.
Any friction to my skin, like say if I itch or something, it like forms into a blister. But sometimes I want to do things like go on the slide, go on the swing, but I can't sometimes because of my skin.
There's different types of EB. My daughter Tilly suffers from simplex. She's quite severe in terms of simplex, but it's predominantly hands and feet. But there are different types of EB, recessive dystrophic, which is death, and it's not nice. It was always in the back of my mind that I wanted to do something. Once I got my head around Tilly living with EB, I wanted to do something to help sufferers and their families. And the biggest thing to come out of this for me is obviously we've had a lot of fun, but it's the awareness that's being created.
I knew the story of Tough Tilly before we got her, and it just the story makes it all the more worthwhile. When Craig Judd rang up and asked if we'd train her, I think she was only a yearling at the time, I was that excited, and she's turned out to be my favourite, and she's a lovely filly. She does everything right, she's got great manners, and she's a really stunning looking filly.
every Group 1 race, you know, you just want to win, but there was definitely that little bit more desperation in wanting to win with Tough Tilly, just for Tilly, Wilkes and everyone out there suffering with EB.
Huge buzz around the syndicate after the first run. There was lots of text messages going back and forth and lots of emails, but yeah, it was a huge buzz.
I think I put a little bit more pressure on myself, really, because in my heart I want Tough Tilly to win and to make sure she goes to the track with every possible chance of winning.
Well, she's very tough, and I reckon she'll do fantastic. Yeah, and we wish her good luck.
Tilly, I reckon you talk about your filly of being tough Tilly, but Tilly, I know you're watching tonight and you're pretty tough too, and there's thousands of people watching Seven Mate tonight that will be hoping that Tough Tilly can do it. And there's the website on your screen, and also for our SEN track listeners, it's ebresearch.org. And we need to support, because just extreme what Tilly is going through, and we need to help the people around the world, in fact not only Tilly, regarding that. This is a match race that we've spoken about with Tough Tilly and Ladies in Red, but match races you never, as we've learned already tonight, but last week it was Ladies in Red that got the job done again, Kima.
Yeah, I think at this point she might just be the little classier filly. You know, watching that story, you just want Tough Tilly to win, but at this point, I think Ladies in Red has just got a little bit too much class for her.
Yeah, I think so too, but wouldn't we love to see Tough Tilly win? They say that EB is the worst disease you've never heard of, and we should mention Benstuds and Craig Judd.
Yeah.
He's also got a daughter who suffers from EB, so I think there's not enough people here to bring the grandstand down, but I reckon they'll nearly bring it down if Tough Tilly can win. Kima's been purporting a theory that there's going to be a mid-race hand-up here and Ladies in Red might find the front mid-race, but you'd love to see the two draw away, and hopefully no more massive upsets. We look stupid when we keep getting these massive upsets, Hoss.
Yeah, you never know what unfolds on a racetrack, but this looks a match race. Let's go to the break on Seven Mate and SEN track, and we'll be back to talk about the build-up to the 2-year-old fillies. Horses are on the track, as we know, for this big race coming up. Trent Langscale from Tab, what's the movement?
Andrew, the support has been for number 8, Ladies in Red, looking to achieve the Nadia Common each, 10 out of 10. As much as $1.75 has been on offer during the week with final field, now at $1.55. Number 2, Tough Tilly, be a great story, has been easy as the second elect from $2.70 to $3.20. They are the two fillies in single figures. You're then getting out to $19 for number 7, Joanna. Number 8, Ladies in Red, unbeaten, $1.55.
Give us your thoughts, Jace, as we look at Ladies in Red across at the start.
Well, it's like we've seen this film before. There was a race called the Breeders' Crown, and Tough Tilly drew to lead on that occasion. Ladies in Red was drawn outside the second row. It was a great battle, but Ladies in Red was never going to get beaten. And you just think, if we've seen the film before and we know the ending, it'll happen again. But we've already seen tonight, you referenced, Toss, the fact that Idyllic and Major Moth right at the end of the season, a longer season than normal, might have come to the end of it, but Kima, Ladies in Red is just so special. I mean, you can go Beau Derek with 10, or Trent's gone with the Romanian gymnasts. A great connection with harness racing there. But she just seems infallible, unbeatable at the moment, Ladies in Red. And she just seems a level above her contemporaries of her gender and generation.
No, she really does. I mean, take nothing away from the other ones, but she's just really a standout filly. We haven't seen her get beat yet. She's done it tough. She's done it, you know, with the seat. She's been in front. I don't know how it'll go tonight, but I can't see her getting beaten.
Our leading metropolitan trainer, Emma Stewart, remarkably has 5 of the top 5 in the market that Trent's just given us. She trains each of them. Which one wins? Jace?
Ladies in Red will win the race. Well, I've said this a couple of times tonight, but I think Ladies in Red will win. But how about David Moran? He's got to go out on Lochinvar Art very soon, and he gets to drive Ladies in Red first. I asked him on SEN during the week, do they feel similar? He said, all good horses, you know they're good, and Ladies in Red, she's very, very good.
Kima, very quickly, the 8 as well, Ladies in Red.
Yeah, I think she's going to be able to get off the fence a lot easier here, but it's the same situation. You've got to keep them balanced to then get off quickly, yeah.
Let's watch it all unfold. It's the 2-year-old fillies final with Dan Malecki.
Barrier 2. Tab Mobile about to swing into the straight. 2-year-old fillies. Rock and Roll Vicbred final. Green lights on, they're racing. Tough Tilly began well outside of Eva Mateo. Out wider on the track, away nicely was Moments Like These. Tough Tilly worked its way to the lead. Ladies in Red comfortably got off the pegs, and she's midfield going into the first turn. It's Tough Tilly the leader. Eva Mateo in behind at second. On the outside third, Moments Like These. Wider out, Joanna slides forward. Then onto the pegs, 3 back the inside was Rogue Wave. Next is Cashflow Cassie, and then 4 back the inside was Soho Broadway. From Ladies in Red, 1 off the pegs outside of Celestial Fragrance. Then settling down third last is Beach Music. Next the inside is Sahara Storm, and last the outside La Belle Bijou as Ladies in Red starts to make her move. Heading to the 1600 metres, and it's Tough Tilly the leader. Joanna in second spot. Ladies in Reds moving up out 3 wide. Eva Mateo behind the leader. Then Moments Like These is on the outside of Rogue Wave. Next is Cashflow Cassie outside Soho Broadway. Beach Music is fourth last. Next on the peg, Celestial Fragrance, and then came La Belle Bijou. And on the pegs at the tail of the field, Sahara Storm. Lead time in 46, and Tough Tilly is the leader. Ladies in Red moves up to second, 4 metres away. Eva Mateo third the inside. Then came Joanna. 3 back along the pegs is Rogue Wave. First quarter of the last mile in 30 seconds flat. 3 back the outside is Moments Like These. Soho Broadway 4 back the pegs. Celestial Fragrance 5 back inside from Cashflow Cassie. Then came Sahara Storm, who's on the inside of Beach Music, and La Belle Bijou's at the tail of the field. It's Tough Tilly starting to run along now. 900 metres left to travel. Opens up a 6 metre lead on Eva Mateo. Little Ladies in Red picks up the bit again. Gets a bit closer past the 800. That second quarter in 29.1. Joanna's had a nice sit, fourth on the outside of Rogue Wave. Then Moments Like These, Soho Broadway, Cashflow Cassie. Next the inside, Celestial Fragrance. Then Beach Music getting going. Second last, Sahara Storm, and La Belle Bijou's at the tail of the field. It's Tough Tilly heading off the back, led 5 metres. Ladies in Red drops in for the trail. Eva Mateo can't go on. Joanna's up to third. Is it Tough Tilly's night tonight? She led by 4 metres. In second spot, Ladies in Red trying to do a Beau Derek and become the perfect 10. Then from well back, Rogue Wave getting out. Joanna next. Turning for home, it's Tough Tilly in front. 27-2 third quarter. Tough Tilly the leader from Ladies in Red who's lifting. Then Rogue Wave. It's Tough Tilly giving plenty from Ladies in Red. Still Tough Tilly. Ladies in Red tries, but it's the night for Tough Tilly. Tough Tilly wins it and beats Ladies in Red. Third home, Rogue Wave, and fourth, Joanna. Then came Beach Music, who ran on well. Further back then to Celestial Fragrance, a good run. Next home, Moments Like These, Soho Broadway. Next in was Sahara Storm from La Belle Bijou, Eva Mateo, and Cashflow Cassie. 27-4 the final quarter. 154.9 the mile rate for Aldebaran Park. A sizzling last half mile of 54.7.
And Kate Gath doing a superb job getting everything out of Tilly. I hope you're watching. Tough Tilly gets the money. Ladies in Red couldn't do it tonight. What a race it was. It unfolded like we probably expected, but maybe a few didn't expect Tilly to fight on, Kima.
No, I don't think, there was probably not a lot of people doing that, and they were just amazing footage just then seeing Kate when she realised that she actually was going to get up and win, and just, amazing for Peter Judd, Craig Judd, the whole Tough Tilly story, connections. It's just amazing. Well done.
I can tell you one thing. I'm having a mare on the tip and the punt. But to reference a previous winner, I don't care. I don't care. That is amazing. She's finally done it, Tough Tilly. Even if she hadn't won, the story's so incredible. But now tonight here, this is when you wish there were 30,000 here to celebrate together, because the story phenomenal. I'm glad we got to see it beforehand, and that everyone at home watching the 7 Mate coverage got to see it. She was just too good. And I tell you what, David Moran, he might have just been a bit too confident, because they've ripped home in 54.6, and I think he thought, I've done this before, I'll out-sprint her. But she might be getting better, Tough Tilly. She's pretty tough. She's very tough. That's why she's named Tough Tilly. We think Tilly's not here. We think she's not here. So that means, Tilly, you're watching us on 7 Mate, we hope.
because this is a special moment for you. We've had that story 10 or 15 minutes ago about EB research and the whole Judd influence of selling 25% to Tilly's family and the like. I mean, this is such a special story, and let's hope now that we can raise a lot of money out of tonight for people that are watching Seven Mate.
It's extraordinary. You know what, I was at a party of the night. You're allowed to go to parties now, and I ran into the former chairman of the EB Foundation. You know when you get a new car, I wouldn't know, I don't drive, but anyway, and you see that car everywhere, Kima. I'm running into people associated with EB. Jonathan Brown, of course, who's a Brisbane Lions legend involved with EB. So, I mean, it's just the right night for it. New Year's Eve, what a way to bring in 2021.
Oh, it really is. I mean, I'm getting emotional just watching it here, and I'm not even a part of it. You know, it's fantastic. Emma and Clayton do a great job. It's amazing for Kate. You can see them hugging there. It's just, it's incredible.
Can Josh get some tears? Then we'll rate him even more highly. You need some tears from Kate Gath right now, Hoss.
Well, right now, Emma Stewart has won 28 Vicbred races. She's won 2 tonight, adding to her 26, and she's now got 28. That tells
17
us
clear of the second best,
exactly.
which is the late great Vinnie Knight with 11.
She's got a dominance on the Vicbred races. She trains some exciting top 5 in that race, and we're going to Kate Gath with Josh Jenkins.
Kate, what a race. This is the horse everyone wanted to win. Obviously, Ladies in Red was going for 10 straight, but this is the horse with the amazing story, and we got the job done.
Yeah, I'm just over the moon. Like, honestly, we just wanted one, and we got it tonight, and we got a cheap lead, and after that, we just thought we're running, and if she can catch us, she catches us. If not, this is our chance, and I'm so happy for the Tilly, Wilkes, and everyone that suffers with EB to raise this money, this awareness. Really, you couldn't ask for anything more, and I'm just thrilled to be a part of the story.
And she's named after a tough young girl, but she's a tough little horse.
Oh.
You got away with a nice lead time, and the first half was not too bad, and then you just ripped home, and she just wouldn't let that other horse get past.
Yeah, no, that's right. Like, she had to be tough to win that tonight, and she was off the bit the whole way, but I just kept at her, and it's just the way she goes, and she had to earn that tonight, and the time's terrific. The track's pretty heavy still, so she earned every bit of that and couldn't be happier.
Well, great story, and well done.
Thank you.
Well done to you, Josh. Josh Jenkins down there with Kate Gath. No better time than right now is to donate to EB Research. ebresearch.org.au is where you go. There are the odds and the totes that they've paid. Tough Tilly gets the job, $3.40 and $3.20 on you bet. Kate Gath and everyone else related with Tough Tilly. What a story it is. But don't forget that website. Donate now. You've seen the story, ebresearch.org.au.